Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy AAron2420 bringing you our NPL Week 4 match against AceNova and the New York Greninjas. Now, he's got a very different team than I actually thought he would bring. He didn't bring the Infernape, which really surprised me this match, not gonna lie. Also, the fact that he brought the Zoroark and the Gardevoir and the Registeel, all of which, when I was prepping, I was told that he probably wouldn't bring them. But I mean, I still prep for him, don't worry, as you would have seen if you saw the NPL team builder that went up on Saturday. But yeah, so another thing that I'm really surprised that he didn't bring was Gliscor. Just because Gliscor, at least against normal Minior, not against my Minior, but against normal Minior, would have walled it out pretty well. So I was a little surprised by those, but other than that, let's get right into this match. It's a very good match. So he leads off with his Gardevoir. At least, I think it's his Gardevoir. I'm pretty sure this was his Gardevoir, because he flipped between his Gardevoir and his Zoroark. That's what he had traced. So I think this was his Gardevoir, but I'm not sure. I know later on in the battle, there's a way to tell. And I think it was based off of this turn. Oh, wait, no, yeah, this was the actual Gardevoir. So I go for Fake Out, and then I'm forced out. I decide that I'm going to switch into Snorlax, because I can take any hit. And he goes into Venusaur, and I realized that I can still take any hit. So I decided to go for a Curse here as he goes for Leech Seed, which sucks because it makes it a little harder to stall him out, especially in a second. I go for another Curse, and he brings in the Quagsire. Now, I do have an answer for this, as you see from the team builder yesterday. I have Seed Bomb on this, and Scald does abysmal damage to me. Even an Earthquake would have done nothing. But he has Rindo Berry, which means that he would take that, and then he goes for Protect. So Seed Bomb is now going to be a 2-hit KO, but instead I don't want to keep losing HP. I've already lost my Figgy Berry, which I was going to save for later on. So I decided to go into Latios because I have Energy Ball in this. He goes for Scald and gets the burn, which really ends up sucking because I have to play a lot more careful with Latios. But he goes into Registeel, which makes sense. It could take any hit from Latios. So I decide I can't stay in here. I go into Hariyama, and he goes for Fake Out. So I go for... I believe I go for a knockoff here because I figured that whatever he brings in, I didn't think he would have brought in this, but I figured whatever he brings in, I'm fine. And then I go back into Latios because I can take any hit, and I go for a Defog here because I figured that no matter what he switches out into, because he's going to switch, I can play based off of that and not have to worry about rocks. So rocks are gone. I'm taking decent damage on my Latios. I go into Snorlax because I figured I could set up curses on this thing. He goes for Toxic and misses, which is unfortunate. Though in the long run, it doesn't matter too much for Snorlax at least, because I get a +1 Curse, go for Earthquake, and then kill with Seed Bomb this turn. As he goes for the Scald. Still doesn't get the burn, but he burns my Latios, which really sucked. I would have much rather had this burn. But he goes for Low Kick here. This is his Zoroark. As I said, the Gardevoir was faked out. So he goes for the Low Kick on the Zoroark, which really killed me. So I go to Little China to get some Fake Out off and then kill with Close Combat. But he switches into Venusaur. So I figured, you know what? I can take any hit from this thing because I'm a Self-Vest. So I go for the Ice Punch, and he gets frozen, which really sucks for him. I even told him this ended up making a huge difference in the match, guys. I mean, I'm still glad I ended up getting a freeze, but because it made things so much easier. You'll see in a few turns, actually, not too much longer, but it made things so much easier. So I figured he's frozen, he can't Leech Seed anymore. So I switch out into Latios and go for a Defog here because even though he brings in Registeel, I'm perfectly fine to do that. And I figured, okay, what's stopping me right here from going into Volcarona and setting up? So he goes for the Stealth Rocks. I go for Quiver Dance, and he has an answer, guys. He has Rock Tomb, which ends up killing me because I am very low on Volcarona now. Luckily, I've avoided this Rock Tomb, and I'm able to kill him with Giga Drain next turn, which allows me to, at least in my head, it allowed me to live an extra turn for Life Orb damage, but he goes for Sucker Punch anyway, so it didn't matter. But the Registeel and the Quagsire are gone, so basically his biggest threats, his only threats to Minior are gone at this point. So I can go for Nature's Madness. Whatever bulky mon he brings in is taking a shit ton of damage. And with the Venusaur being brought back in, I go into Minior, and I figured I can Shell Smash here very freely, because no matter what he brings in, it's not going to appreciate it. So he brings in the Zoroark. I have my Minior. I could take a Sucker Punch fairly well, but he goes for Knockoff instead, which I'm surprised about because I didn't think that he would outsped, but he did. Or actually, no, because I'm Brave Nature, because I was mixed. Because this is actually the same spread that I brought against Dustin in Week 5 at HBL, except for I put Earthquake instead of Rock Slide, so that way then I wasn't walled out by Registeel. Because I still killed Kieran Black with Acro, which was the only thing I really brought Rocks. Well, the only thing I would have brought Rock Slide for. But Minior ended up living. I'm surprised he didn't go for the Sucker Punch though. But yeah, I'm really bulky, so I figured I could take. I even calculated I could take any hit from the Zoroark, even if he was banded. So we're good. Kieran Black gets fucked. Zoroark gets fucked. Gardevoir is gonna get fucked, and then Mega Venusaur is saved off for the end. The Pokemon that enabled me to sweep by getting frozen is saved for the end. But we have finally got our first win in the NPL, guys. I think it's really gonna turn around. But I could have played a little better, like saving Volcarona till. Well, to be fair though, I still lived the Rock Tomb, and I don't think that it was a bad idea to set up on the Registeel. But I could have definitely played better with the Snorlax, at least, you know, not letting the Figgy Berry go to waste so early on. But it's fine. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below. Come back here for next week, week 5, where we fight off against Urka Perka, and then it's Amazon Wall Rainforest. It's going to be one great match. Shoutouts to AceNova. He's a great guy. Make sure to check him out down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.